been real busy working on all the wiring for this guy. Here's kind of electronic corner here. So let's show you what I have. Okay, so the main wiring harness is all connected to the engine like you've seen. I have my battery just kind of temporarily hooked up. I've been extending a lot of the wires already, so the fuel pump has already been connected. I ran the wires up to the front for the rad fan, and I've been extending these wires right here. These are mostly for your switches, like your power switch, on, off, all that kind of stuff, turn signals. So they are running up through the channel. Of course, I have to connect them to the frame, obviously. And they're coming out up here, obviously. And then again, I will connect this to all the clips that I have. And rad fan has been connected. Here's kind of the ends for all those wires that were extended. Right now, this is just my temporary, basically the engine, master engine on off. Here's my ignition switch. So let me just get this connected here and kind of show you what I have. Where's that wire? Okay. Ignition. Okay, so I can power this on. There's no check engine codes. That's really good. I was able to basically bypass a lot of the switches. So the tip over sensor here has been bypassed. The clutch sensor has been bypassed. There was another one, I forget now. Okay, I'm going to, now this engine is completely cold. I haven't fired it up yet tonight. I'm going to walk over to the front and I'm going to try and crank this. This guy should fire up for us. Yeah, you can tell it's cold. Okay, I don't want to gas myself out here. Anyway, you get the idea. This thing's up and running. That's a big accomplishment. No. Watch out. So I'm still working on extending the wires up to the front. I have to get all the wires for the dash. These are the front headlights, the turn signals, the horn. So what I was doing is I was actually, at this point on the wiring harness here, I was extending them out from there, and I was going to start extending these guys. But I realized if I keep going on at that route, this is going to be like a 2-inch thick bundle of wire going up. So I kind of looked at it a bit more. And I realized if I come in right here on the wiring harness, I can cut this right here, extend this whole thing all the way up to the front, and everything from this point up belongs in the front of the vehicle anyway. So you've got your key switch, your dash, all those lights, the horn, fuse box is going to go up there. So what I'm going to do, I know I've already extended some of these, so I'm going to have to actually shorten them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the main harness right here, extend all the wires up to the front, and yeah, we'll see where that goes. I think that's going to work a lot better than what I've been doing. Okay, I'm going to work on that right now. Okay, I finally finished extending that wiring harness. That's a pretty big big bundle of wires there. All right, let's plug the battery back in and let's see if I broke it or if it's still gonna work. Well, the tach's moving, that's a good sign. All right, let's get the key on. Well, it sounds promising. Neutral light's not on. Let's see if the engine's actually maybe... Okay, there we go. Okay, that's good. Let's see if it cranks. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Okay, well that's a good sign. Motor starts. It just blinked, it's blinking F1 down there. I'll have to see what that means. Okay, I just turned the thing off and I started it back up again, and the FI light has gone away and the code down there has gone away. So I don't know if it's just because there was no power on for so long. Anyway, it's running fine now. All right, let's keep doing this wiring. Okay, time for an update. I've been working on the wiring for a very long time now, and I'll just kind of show you the state it's in. Okay, let's start with the dash controls here. I have this bank of switches in. This is the turn signal. This hole right here is for a switch underneath, which will control, I can't pull it out of the way. That's going to be control for my USB charger here, so I can turn that on or off regardless if the key's in or not. The key is just kind of dangling right now. Over on the far side over here is the on and off switch for the motor. And so I have the battery hooked up, so let's just turn it on. Okay, so all the lights are on for these guys. Everything in the dash is functional. I turn that on, you hear the fuel pump priming. I'll just run through some of the switches here. So, turn signal. So I have my LED side view mirrors hooked up. And same thing for the other side. You can see that kind of blinking over there. Okay, headlights. Those are hooked up. These are really nice LED headlights. I got these things used off eBay. They look really nice. Nice and bright too. Okay, what else? The horn is connected. I think it's going to be nice and loud. And then, what else we got here? Oh, the light bar. Oh yeah, check this thing out. That guy's super bright. Okay, let me think here. Alright, let me just kind of walk you through where the wires are running. So down here I have the connection for the rad fan. I'm currently working on the connection for the winch. I have the positive wire hooked up. I just got to run this to ground. Headlights are running up underneath inside here. LED light bar, the wire comes up through this bar here, up, and then it comes out way up there. Turn signals, they just kind of run along down inside here as well. So I have a whole bunch of wires running across that top brace there. Well, that's not supposed to be there. Okay, so that's the winch. I know it's black, but that's actually the power wire. What else we got? Oh yeah, so this is that's the connector for the four-wheel drive unit, which goes down to that front diff there. And then again, lights and wires kind of running up underneath inside the wheel well in here. And then in here under the dash, it's just a big pile of wires right now. I'm currently working on this winch. That's the big relay for the winch. I'm just going to put that to the side a little bit. Okay. So underneath here, these are all the wires for those dash switches that you see up front. And then I have the main fuse box down in here. That'll get connected to the frame somewhere. Yeah, this is really just a lot of headlight wires, turn signal wires, switch wires. A lot of it came from the SxS wiring harness, and I've just been adapting it. And some of it is stuff that I've added. Okay, up here I have the power steering control box. All the wires are hooked up for that. This is the main harness for the SxS that I extended. That runs down through the channel, the center console channel of the dune buggy. So that thing runs from the dash all the way down through there, along with a bunch of other wires. Power steering wire, just a 12-volt wire for a lot of the accessories. And then you have the main wire, this wire here, that's the main wire for the SxS harness. Ground wire. So that's the main SxS harness that I extended. We have, what's this guy here? That is for, that's for the fan. That's for the front fan. That's your fuel pump. And then this big bundle of wires here is for the engine control unit. We have the regulator rectifier for the generator inside the motor. And that's the speed sensor. And then what else we have here? Tail lights. That's right, tail lights and rear, the rear turn signals. All those guys need to be connected. So most of the work so far has been on the front end. Almost have that wrapped up. Just need to do the winch, tidy up a couple other things. Okay, that's it for this episode, folks. Thanks for watching. Make sure you give me a thumbs up down below and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for next time. I'll be finishing up the wiring harness, hopefully. Maybe get the rear firewall in. Okay, thanks for watching.